Hello, everybody. Here is Diogo, Diogo, and we are talking for the WSL Surf Radio, a new project I'm starting this year. And we're going to talk about the Quicksilver Pro in Gold Coast. It is gonna come on April the 3rd to 13th, 2019. And well, as you can see, Uh, 5 days, 5 days, 17 hours, 30 minutes to start to open the event window. Well, just let just for you to know, I'm looking at the monitor as well as talking, so maybe I won't be looking straight into the camera, but doesn't matter. What's matter what I'm talking about. So to start, I'm gonna just talk about the wave. The snapper, they're gonna have two points, two breaks to for the contest. Snapper rocks and Kira. Snapper rocks is a wave that when it's big, it has a big right-hander bell um, after the rocks, and then uh, it's open up a big right-hander for a lot of maneuvers. In the middle of it has a barrel section as well, and it goes on and on. So a very performance wave. Um, we will see through the show that regular surfers have the edge on that contest, and it has an alternative brake named Kiha, and probably everybody heard about Kiha, and it's a big right-hander too, but snapper is bell, maneuvers, bell, and maneuvers. Kiha is a barrels all the way, so different kind of surfing, probably different kind. Not a a lot of uh, newcomers on the tour don't have that experience in Kiva, so snapper rocks probably a easy, easiest wave for surfing, and to the right place to sit. It's easy to just the near the rock. Here it's not that the lineup's bigger, and when the waves, you can really predict when is the right place to drop it, and you have to be really fast so you can go inside the barrel and come out of the barrel. So different kind of waves, similar, both right-handers, but different kind of surfing on that waves, really close to each other. I never been there, but been following the tour since probably late 80s. So kind of know that place a little bit. So we're gonna start talking about the Quicksilver Pro past winners, and the contest had a lot other names too before Quicksilver Pro Surfing, Gold Coast, and it was named Billabong Pro Surfing. It was named Kiha Pro, and ahead of that other names too. But it started in 1977, and we're gonna have here the list of winners. Mike Peterson from Australia, 1977. 78, Wayne Rabbit Bartholomew, everybody knows him. Mark Richards, 79. 80, Peter Harris from Australia too. 81, again, Mark Richards, two times world champion, two times Key Hub or Snapper Rocks, Gold Coast Pro, you know. winner. 82, Shane Auden from Australia too. Shane that got, I think, 3 second runner-up championship tours. I think for Shane Auden. 83, the winner, Tommy Carroll from Australia, two-time world champion. 84 and 85, Tom Curran from USA, California, 3 times world champion. 86, Damian Hardman from Australia. 87, no contest. 88, Bardon Lynch. So if you look at the 80s, Mark Richard, Tom Carroll, Tom Curran, Damian Hardman, Barton Lynch, all the surfers were world champions. So it's a wave that the contest is in the start of the year. So um, it's it's really good the year, and these guys probably start winning that contest in the year two, and went on to win the world title. Some on the same year, other in the other years, but anyways. 89, another Australian. I don't know who he is. And from 1990 to 1995, there was no contest there. And then on 1996, once again, and then came up with the name of Billabong Pro, Gold Coast. First time that the contest was held in Snapper Rocks. Ahead of that, before that, it was in at Kira. 1996, the Hawaiian Kaipo Hakias won it. 1997, Mr. Kelly Slater won his first one. 1998, Kelly won it again. And in 1998, is a little bit of curiosity. 1998 finals, Kelly against Pat O'Connell, the new commissioner for the WSL. And 1999, Australian Bo Emerton. 2000, Sonny won it, and Sonny on that year too went on to win his championship. Kelly won in 97, 98 as well. He started with the victory there, and then won the World Championship tour on both of those years. And 2000, Sonny won the first contest over there, and then went on to his World Tour Championship too. 2002, a little bit of a change of a guard. Joel Parkinson, Coolie Kid guy, grew up right there, know everything about that wave, and won the contest. 2003, his buddy D Morrison, another Coolie Kid, won there. 2004, Goofy Michael Lowe from Australia, a big Australian, powerful backside over there. 2005, my cat just came to the table. And 2005, Mick Fanning won it. 2006, Kelly won it. 2007, Mick Fanning won it. Then Kelly and Mick Fanning was just taking turns. 2008, Kelly won it. 2009, Parko won it again. 2010, Taji won it. Great surfer. I wish he was a world champion, but unfortunately didn't get there. 2011, Kelly won it again. 2012, Taji won it. 2013, Kelly won it. So Kelly won on 97, 98, 3 times, 2 times on the from 2000 to 2010, and 2 times from 2010 then on. And 2014, Gabriel Medina won it. I'm a Brazilian, very proud of him. Is another surfer that won that contest and went on to win his first world title. 2015, just Felipe Toledo just raised the bar. With a new surfing, not like he's today. Today he's better than 2015, but it was enough for everybody to get it mind blow. 2016, Matthew Wilco won it there. On that year, he was just uh, one of the best surfers on that year, but then dropped to the QS right now. 2017, Owen Gandalf White won it when he was coming back for an injury. In 2018, Julian Barbie Wilson won it. Sorry about the names. It's just a joke. I know Australians and Americans have names for Brazilian surfers too. So Julian, we call here Barbie. Owen, we call Gandalf. Matt Wilkinson, we call, I don't know uh, how you call in English that friend from Scooby Doo's friend. I don't know how is that in English. Here in Portuguese is salsicha. So from 1977 to 2018, all those the champions from the Gold Coast contest, regardless the name of it. Some years didn't have it the contest. Our 2001 is another year that there was no contest, and there was because of the uh, terrorist attack in New York. By the end of 2000, by the end of 2000, and then the first half of the 2001, we didn't have the world tour, so there was no contest in 2001 too. Okay, so here are the champions. So now with that, you did saw everything. I'm gonna just bring you some stats from that contest. It's in Portuguese, but I'm gonna translate to you. Gold Coast stats. More victories, surfer. Kelly won it 6 times. Mick Fanny won it two times. Joel Parkso 2 times as well. Taji Burrow 2 times. Tom Curran 2 times. Twice or 2 times. Mark Hitchens twice won that contest too. So pretty much Kelly has dominated that contest from the 19s to the 20s to the 2010 and on, and he's surfing this year too. We don't know how good, how healthy he was gonna be, but if the contest goes to Kira, he has a big shot of it because Kelly's a barrel master. So in Snapper Rocks, I think it's a little bit hard for him to win. He can get a good result, but to win, I think it's a little bit harder. But if the waves are pumping and barrels, Kelly has, of course, he has a lot of chance. Another stats from that contest, from Gold Coast contest, is victories by nations. So Australia 22 wins, USA 6 wins, 6 from Kelly, 2 from Tom Curran. Brazil 2 wins, 1 from Gabriel, 1 from Felipe, and Hawaii 2 wins also, 1 from Kaipo, 1 from Sunny. So in surfers category, Kelly has dominated. In nations category, Australia has dominated. Probably uh, because that, not just because of that, but in the early years, probably a lot of Australians surfed that contest. So, but still a big lead over the other countries. So congratulations. And victories by stance, you know, surfing stance, regular or goofies. There were 34 events overall. 27 won by regulars. 7 has been won by goofies footers, and it has an explanation. First is a right. Uh, second, in the early years, uh, more in the early years than now, the contest was held only in Kira. So Kira is a big right-hander with a big barrel, a fast barrel. If it's big, it has a size, big mouth. But if it's small, it's a little bit harder for the goofy footer in backside to get the speed to come out of the barrel. So regular footers, especially if it is barreling, is they have a bigger advantage there. Um, of course, Gabriel Medina, Adrian Buchan, Owen Gandalf White, também they also have backside skills enough to do good over there. But it's undeniable, 27 wins over 7. Regular footers are the favorites in Gold Coast. All right. So we have talked about past champions. I brought you some stats, not stats, curiosities about that contest. And now I'm gonna talk about some highlights from all those years of contests in Gold Coast. Um, I started watching surfing in the late 80s, so I know the more I know better the history from then on. And I was trying to I tried to think some things that are cool for you to know for over those years. And but if you think the images from the contest, it's hard in the from the 80s contest are hard to get. The quality is not that good. So in my mind, I thought of something like that. I'm gonna tell them um, which surfer was better decade by decade. So I'm not gonna show images of it, but I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you. Well, from it started in 77, 78, 79. From that those 3 years, best surfer Mark Richard, of course, 4 times world champion. I mean, and won another contest over there in 1990 in 1981. So from the 70s, Mike Richards the best surfer over there, highlight surfer over there. From the 80s, 2 times champion over there, Tommy Curran, the style master. Everybody loves him. I did love him too. Was my childhood uh, hero. And then Ken Kelly, and then all more Brazilians, but and then but and then the contest 70, Marco Richards was the best surfer. 80s, Tom Curren was the best surfer. And then, like I said to you, the contest stopped from 1990 to 1996, and then came back as Kiha Pro. And on that year, there was a big highlight that I'm gonna tell you right now. Probably some of you already know. Um, Nowadays, the for you to get the score, you score 2 waves, right? On back on 90s, the three best waves were all on the score. So you have to have 3 good waves to have good scores, good final score for the heat. So one day on that contest at Kira, Shane Basham from California won 3 perfect 10s. In 1996 at Kira, he won 3 perfect 10s, and this is the record for WSL ASP contest because the format has changed. Nowadays, you can only make 2 perfect 10s, and then Shane did it with 3 waves, and he had a 30-point hit. Still today, the biggest score in a hit uh, at professional surfing. And here we're gonna see it through. This is Shane's first wave. He got a bell from the start. So they will check turn over there. Got another bell. This hit was against Brazilian Fabio Gouveia. The waves are perfect, as you can see up here. And Shane his second 10-point ride. Some awesome barrel over there too. Really stoked. Had a 20 pointers, 20 points already, and then came back for this third wave, third 10 points against Fabio Gouveia. Really stoked. Coming out, here's Fabio. Congratulations, Shane. Awesome achievement. And that happened in 1996. From then on, I this is just a curiosity, that one. And now I'm gonna talking about really the other surfers that I consider the best in each decade. So 1997, Mark Richards. 1998, Tom Cohen. 1980s, not Tom Cohen. 1990s, the 90s, Kelly Slater won it there. And we're gonna take a look at Kelly surfing. The quality of the image is not that good. It's just from a filming Kelly in color, at that color right now. But you can see how Kelly is surfing over there. Just I wanted to do that because I want you to see the different approach to the year. So Kelly surfing over there in 1997, winning that contest. You can see it was good. Big bells, really hollow. Kelly surfing in his prime, doing just everything the waves is were asking for. Really good surfing on that uh, on that place in time. Kelly was pretty much unbeatable. Starting now, doing airs was one of the only guys that was doing airs on hits on that period in time. Pretty young. Yeah, I think I was uh, good airs too. I think he was about 25, 26, 20, uh, 25 years old, Kelly Slater. So the next surfers from the 2000 years, Joe Parkinson.
Really see McGill do. Now Parko starting vertical to a down carve, setting up
Just
another hit on
ripping
the
it
left.
from the
Now
19,
setting up the barrel.
from the
Joe
2000 years.
Parkinson waits for it.
Joe
Stalls one more
Parkinson,
time.
one of the
It's nice
best.
and deep, passes Bubo in the pit. And he's going to hang in there. Boy, loving his lineup in the rain.
Just not much I can say. It's just perfect surfing over there. Really, really powerful turns. A lot of style too. Just I'm a really fan of Joe Parkinson surfing. I don't like him much as a person, but I like him surfing a lot.
Even at that size, it's so much fun. Packs a little bit of a punch as well.
We're gonna see the replay from inside the water. How Joel just rips that wave apart. It's just a demonstration of different approaching over there. Kelly surfing in the 1990s
was just absolutely funneling to see this one
was
again. Yeah,
perfect
it's a
for
beautiful surf game,
from that point in time, and then
just,
Parko
look at the route
took it
work
to
that
another
he's
level
using, just nice and
as
tight. Now he moves further up
not
the board, slows himself down, using the
radical
front of the
stuff,
board,
but
the rocker just to help him slow down and move side to
carvings,
side
and
beside the barrel, back in again, in out,
he
just a
knew
yak that
he knows
comes out.
that
He's
break
not happy with that. He
as his
wants more, so
own
jump
hand.
up the
So
bottom again. A couple of beautiful turns
nice
there.
turns for
This is
Parko,
going to be a solid score for Joel Parkinson.
and
And then
he won
as you said, just
two
goes
times
inside out. So Joel
on that
Parkinson
contest,
finished off
both
with a fantastic wave in the rain here.
between
At
2000 and
Severos.
2010.
Incredible
So for
style
me,
and that
he
low
was
approach.
the best.
Almost
But
sitting down on
I
his board,
can't
just to have that inside corner.
I can't
We're expecting him now.
dismiss his friend, his childhood friend, Mick Fanning, also won 2 times.
Strength between
Just
him
gonna take
and
a
the
look
two
at
kids
Mick
on the
surfing.
is he, Matt Banting and Jack Freestone, they're
Just
nothing to sneeze
laser
at, but
sharp.
look at the power.
Oh,
I mean, this is next level. Even that foam climb was
hey,
powerful. And this snap right
just
here
perfect surfing,
is just trademark
easy.
Mick Fanning. This is where he opens up right
He,
here.
I
Bingo.
mean,
So much
lives
speed
there,
and flow.
knows
And then
like
that hack right there. That was
he
straight
know
gangster
the
right
place
there.
like
Mick
he
Fanning,
knows
you
his
can see
own
he's feeling it right here, kicking that board.
bathroom.
Sometimes when you rip a wave that hard, you almost get
Just
angry. You get so
gonna
revved
go
up and psyched. You have all this
mental on
adrenaline
that
running through your
one.
body. You actually
Hey,
get mad. And Mick's
just
showing he is ready to go.
awesome surfing.
Well, just
So
reflecting on some of the scores that are dropped in the early
thank you,
section,
Mick.
it's
Thank you,
taken
Parko. That was really nice to see you both. And nowadays, surfing over there, it can be everything has to recognize the best surfer right now on that place is the guy from Brazil, and from 2010 and on. So 70s Mike Richards, 80s Tom Cohen, 90s Caddy Slater, 20s 2000 Mick Fanning and Joe Parkins, the duo, and 2010 he just came to the tour in 2014, 13, sorry, but just the best on that this break. Guy from Brazil, Felipe Toledo, just another level of surfing, radical. Did is doing on that some amazing maneuvers. No matter what nation you're from, you gotta love the guy for his attitude. And this is his 10 point wave, just abusing it, just using it as a. I mean, he was in the end of it tired of just spanking it so much. Just fuck, kick the waves butt. So here's Felipe Toledo, the last surfer that I'm gonna talking about. And I had one moment that I really enjoyed. It was Kelly Slater and Joe Parkinson final 2013 at Kira. Perfect waves. Kelly was ripping, Parko was ripping. Gonna look at this Kelly's waves in the root of it, and then came out and just do what Kelly does. Hey, and Sparkle 2, know the place. This wave, it was in the semi-final against Michel Bouret. Perfect. Just playing. I mean, had probably 3 orgasms over there.
We all love Kira. It's a wave you judge other waves by. It's been like 17 years, so long time since having a heat out there. It felt really special, There were some phenomenal ones out there.
And then they both went to the final, and Parker dropped behind the pick. Kelly had the priority. Parker threw him the bird, but Kelly didn't care. Just was looking for the for down the line. Came out from that bell. In the end of it, the doggy almost dog door won the contest, and there was a pretty nice final. Kelly against Parko, which really pleasant to see those guys surfing on that condition. So I hope you enjoyed that retrospective, And well, so just sum it up: 70 Mike Richard, 80 Tom Cohen, 90 Kelly Slater, 2000 Joe Parkinson, 2000 Joe Parkinson and Mick Fanning, and 2010 on Felipe Toledo, for me the best surfers. Biggest highlight from that contest for is Shane bashing 3 times in a hit, and the coolest finals hit was Kelly against Parko and Kiva 2013. Start raining right here right now. I'm gonna just continue the videos in the end of it. Probably I don't know how the sound's gonna come, but I'll try to speak really loud so you can hear. So right now, this is the new WCT format for men's. It changed from last year. Last year and the fall in the before years before that, we have two non-elimination rounds. It was round one and round one and round four. Now they changed the format, so now only round one is a non-elimination round. All the other rounds are elimination. They have eliminations. Um, right now, round one is the same as last year and the past years too. 12 hits with 3 surfers. The difference is that the year before, only the first surfer went. All the first surfers, the winner of the heat, went all the way to round three, and number two and number three in the heat went to round two. With that change in the format, the winner and the second place in the heat go straight to round three, and only the third place goes to round two. Round two is it used to be 12 hits with 2 surfers. Now it's gonna be 4 hits with 3 surfers. The first and the second goes to round three. The third is eliminated from the contest with the 33 place finish. Round four, it used to be 12 hits of 2 surfers. Now it's 16 hits of 2 surfers. First, the winner of the heat goes to round four. The loser finish equals 17th place. Round four, eight hits, 2 surfers. The first advanced, second goes to finish equals 9th place. Quarterfinals, first advances, second goes finish equal 5th place. Semifinals, 2 men, 2 hits, one first goes to the final, and the second finish equal 3rd place. Finals, first winner, second place. How is that gonna affect the rankings and then the surfers? Well, my opinion, I don't know how it's gonna work really, but I'm thinking it'll be nice. It's a nice change. First, I don't think it's fair for a surfer that used to a surfer could lose round one and round four. and still win the contest. I don't think it's fair because if you lose two times in the same contest and you still want to have to be a winner, I don't think it's fair. So now with that format, you can only lose once in round one, and then you can't lose anymore. Um, the second thing is that this format takes 4 hours from the overall hours of contest. And we all know WSL, the the event window, it's a 10 days event window, and sometimes we do have some poor surfing because you have to squeeze you have to do all the men contests, and sometimes you have the women contest together. So 4 hours don't look like that much, but in the by the end of the contest, 4 hours is has a lot of difference. So probably we have better heats to watch with better conditions because now 4 hour it's not 4 hours um, straight, but and it's not really 4 hours. It depends how long the hits are taking. There's some hits that are 30 minutes. If it's a 40 minutes hit, it's a little bit more than 4 hours. So, but the important thing is it takes a lot of less time to complete the contest. So it's a good thing on that because if you have less time to make the if you has less time to make the contest, you can have better calls. So uh, two reasons I already gave you. The first, it's I think it's fair. Is fair. No, not losing two times and still can win the contest. You can just lose once in the first round and then you can't lose it again. The second good reason is the format uh, will take less time to complete the contest. And there is another change in the format that is not here, is not including here, is that the seeding the the seeding for the third round is not going to be the same as it used to be. The third usually the best surfers in the ranking was again the lowest seeding in the ratings, and that usually works in for advantage for the top surfers. So and a disadvantage for the lower seeded surfers. And now what's gonna happen is not gonna be like that on the round three anymore. They're gonna get the scores from round one and round two and make a ratings out of that, and then from then on they're gonna use their ratings to make round three hits. So what I'm trying to say is there is no more any certain that you're gonna surf against lower hits guys, lower seeding guys. You you can right with that format. It's a possible thing that maybe a first number one, Gabriel Medina in round three goes against Julian Wilson because there's no more seeding dependence. So I think it's a really nice thing because you're gonna have sometimes you have to wait until fourth until quarterfinals and semifinals for the big guys to meet. And now we can have a awesome hit in each round. And another thing that I think is nice because the lowest seed surfers they don't have to go all the way all the time against the top seed surfers in round three right now, so they can go to go through in the event. So in the end of it, probably we have a tighter rank, a tighter rank. Um, there will be no more so much difference between the first in the rank and the last in the rank because they are not gonna meet all the time. It will be really mixed up in the round three. So I think it's a good thing. First year, so probably you have something to to look and then make it better for next year. But I mean, my first impression of it is that's gonna be a nice thing. And the round two, there was an elimination round. Now it matters, so you can lose, and then the contest will be no more, you know, bullshit hits with guys not willing to do their best. So I think it's nice. And well, this is the my analysis for the new event format. I still have some questions about it and have to think it through to know to have sure that my thinkings are okay uh, and right. But I think probably what's gonna happen is that we have all rounds we're gonna have like clashes that we are not used to seeing the early rounds. We're gonna have to have more um, lower seed surfers going to the quarterfinals, and with that, the ratings, the difference between the first and the last of the ranking will be shorter, and with that will be really nice because it will be more exciting probably. So let's see. And to finish this video, every contest I'm gonna do that pre-show, and on every contest I'm gonna give you three of my favorite for the contest. Two of them I really think are guys that I really think they are gonna win the contest. The third one is a guy that is not on the primary list of favorites, but some guy that I think is gonna be good. Is gonna do good on the contest, and maybe a surprise event winner. Who knows? For this contest in Gold Coast, my top three favorites are Felipe Toledo from Brazil, my countryman. And what I can say about Felipe is that he's just raising the bar in rights, small rights, and medium rights, and even big rights, maneuverable. Barely too, but primarily maneuverable rights. And if the only thing is, I think Felipe is amazing surfer and probably the favorite of the everybody. But there's one thing that I have to point it out. He's my favorite if the contest stays in Snapper Rocks. Because last year Felipe was the best surfer in the contest in Snapper Rocks. Last day of the event, they changed the event to Kira. Felipe was lost on their lineup, and I don't think he has a lot of experience on that place on Kira in Kira. Not that he can surf it; he can surf, of course, but it's a lineup that is not that easy to sit on a place to sit on the right spot. And he was lost last year. I don't think he got any more experience from last year to this year because I don't see any footage of him surfing Gold Coast or Kira. So he's my favorite surfer for the event. If the event stays in Snapper Rocks. My other top favorite is Julian Wilson. He won that last year. He knows really good Kira. He won that last year, and he is an amazing surfer in Snapper Rocks too. He's an Australian. Uh, I didn't like Julian that much, but last year he was amazing, and he can win it again, and won't be any surprise for me. So Felipe Toledo and Julian Wilson, my top favorite surfers for this contest, Gold Coast contest. And in third place, Griffin Colapinto. Here we call him Colapenis. Colapinis. Colapinis. Um, I see Felipe Toledo as Mick Fanning, next Mick Fanning. Mick Fanning evolution. I don't know how to say it because every break Mick Fanning do good. Felipe does good too. They surf a lot alike. Felipe is more radical, of course, but they surf really alike. And I think Griffin Colapinto is going to that same place. Uh, he copies not the word, but he's kind of Felipe Toledo too. He practices every probably every day in Tresto, which is a perfect right-hander too. Has some similarities with Snapper Rocks, not bells, but maneuvers. Has airs in his repertoire and a really good surfer. Last year he got a 10 at Kira, got 3 bells in his first WCT contest. He got a 10. So he's my not dark horse, my third pick. Not actually a really favorite to win the contest, but I think it's someone that has the skills to do really good. And last year he was in semifinals, so really good surfer. Griffin Colapinto, Colapenis. We like you here in Brazil too. All right. So this was my English version of this analysis. I'm gonna do it before all WCT events. As soon as the not as soon as the event in Gold Coast ends, I'm gonna the following day I'm gonna upload my Bells Beach event analysis too. I'm gonna try to be more dynamic. I know the video is a little bit long, but I mean my English is not that good anymore, and but I keep on doing it. I like it, and it'll be a really good, really nice if you guys uh, could subscribe the page. Could if you wanna comment anything too, I'm gonna try to answer it. And that's it. See you later, world friends, surfing friends from the world, guys from Australia that I met in Macaronis, my American friends from Vero Beach, Florida, my friends from Costa Rica, um, my friends from South Africa, my friend Dirky from South Africa. I don't know if he's gonna watch this. And to everybody, all right? See you later. And day after the day after Gold Coast contest ends, I'll upload Bells Beach. All right. Bye bye.